My name's Cal Krieger, and I do all the commercial estimating and truss building for those jobs, the heavy timber truss building, and the installations for residential and commercial. We can do a white pine beam, Douglas fir, red cedar, and even glue lambs if the job calls for it. The textures that we offer would be just a standard rough sawn. That's where when we get the beams in from the mill, they're pretty rough, and we clean them up here. We call it a resawn texture. It's still rough sawn, but it's very clean and looks nice. We also offer an S4S, and that would be just a smooth surface on all four sides. And then we would do maybe a glue lamb beam that would usually be an S4S, a smooth. We do offer a hand-hewn beam, whether it's linear down the length of the beam or kind of a cross-grain hewn. This can be, for the width, we can be 4x, 6x, 8x, 10 and 12 we've gone up to. And for the height, basically the same. We've gone all the way up to some 10x20s before, but we're not limited to just that. But that's pretty much, if somebody tells us the size, if the mill's capable of sawing it, we can do it. So some of the typical joinery we offer would be a metal plate joinery, where the timbers would just butt together and a metal plate would be on both sides of the joint with 3/4 through bolts. We've done a knife plate joinery before, as required by the engineer, where the plate would be hidden in the center of the beam where you only see the bolts. We also do a mortise and tenon joinery that would see maybe a wood peg holding the joint together. The ordering process for beams and timbers would be to determine the size and length of the timbers you need, and that way I can get you an accurate estimate. We'd also look at the span for how we would want to do the joinery that would meet engineering specifications. Not all jobs need engineering, but I would determine that by asking questions based on how it's going in the project, and that would also determine the size of the beams that we would use.